All right, guys. Tuesday again. It seems that they come every week, you know? But on this week's Tuesday Morning Tech Tip, we figure we might as well show you something that everybody can use, right? Because we mess with old stuff all the time. I actually got something newer in the shop, and I figured, why not? All right, guys, I need you to totally disregard the obvious wardrobe change and the fact that there's a completely different vehicle behind me, because my point is still valid. All right, we got a newer vehicle in the shop, and we're actually doing, you know what, guys, this might actually be more valid because we're doing a lot more work to this thing. But just because you're doing more work doesn't make my point less valid. So I'll stop rambling and I'll carry on. So we got the Tundra in the shop, and I'm not telling you what we're doing with it yet because, it's a little bit down the road. Or maybe I already told you. Guys, I don't know. I couldn't be more confused. But, yeah, we're doing a bunch of work, and things go through my head, and hey, let me talk about it. Because these are things that I struggle with because, guys, I'm like my own worst enemy. I'm always in my head, second guessing like every move. And, it could drive you bananas. So if I can just kind of get you inside of my head for a minute, maybe it'll help you guys, and maybe you won't beat yourselves up as bad as I do. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying to be helpful. All right. So we bought a lot of stuff, and I'm going to show you, a quick glance here behind me of what it is, and I'm sure you can figure out what we're doing. But it requires, it's not just, you don't just click a button and get a kit. Or actually, you know what? Nowadays you can. But do you want to do that? Because then, you get the exact same thing the guy before you clicked. And, your whole idea to modify your truck so it's all yours and all that, it just failed because the chimoke down the block said the exact same thing. So, you probably look around a little bit, get what fits you, whatever it might be. But no matter what you're doing, you want to make sure you're getting the best deal possible. But you also want to make sure you're getting the best product possible, the best thing you can afford. That's key, guys. The best thing that you can afford. Forget about what Joe Blow down the street's got. You got to take care of yourself first, right? So that's kind of where I'm going to talk about here because we've all made the mistakes. We've all bought, this is cheaper, I'm going to get it, and then you get some Wish.com stuff, and that's never good. But what's the new one, like Temu or something? Guys, you get what I'm saying, right? Taking care of yourself first. That could mean a couple different things, right? It could mean putting the best thing possible in your vehicle and taking care of yourself like in a safety sake or longevity or whatever. Or it could mean, taking care of your wallet, right? Making sure you got some money for food and whatnot. So you want to find a happy medium. That's the key. I mean, if you don't know that, right? I mean, everybody knows that. But people forget, because they hear something and they're like, I got to do this, right? So I'm going to give you an experience that my sister dealt with. And every time you mention tires, she still bitches. You guys have seen on the channel, it's like a 2014 Ford Escape. She takes really good care of it, maintains everything on it. And year and some change, 2 years, whatever it was, she needed tires. I mean, she needed tires. Like the sidewall was so dry rotted because she lives in a city, she doesn't drive it that often. And she had it at my mom's house. I think my mom would drive it there now and then. And luckily, my brother saw it. I was like, "Whoa, you need tires. Don't drive this car." And good call, Joe. It was they were bad. There's cars in the junkyard. No, I'm sorry, Deb, but no, it was bad. So now this is where things went south. The dealer will show you these are the tires that came with this is what we're going to sell you or whatever, and it's going to be ridiculous, $1,300, $1,500. That's guys. I didn't pay $1,500 for the 35s I'm putting on this truck. Okay, so. And they're not junk either, I promise you. We'll talk about that later. But if if you're putting $1,500 tires on an Escape, what are you doing? You know? And so then, my brother helped her out and whatnot, and they ended up getting new tires. They were more than she wanted to spend. And I think quite a bit more than she needed to spend. But, and if you think the tire guys are any different, they're not. Everybody's out to make a buck. So they're going to tell you, like, the rated whatever. And yes, all that is 100%. But what they don't show you is, like, the different options you can have. So my mother had the same thing with her car. Well, not that, but she the tires weren't like that. They were just getting worn down. So she brought for inspection. They said it was close. They gave her a quote, the dealer. I want to say it was like $1,300. And I'm like, what, really? So, and she hated the tires she has on there. They're like 19-inch low profile. I don't know what rating. They're way more than you need on a Camry. Okay, is what I'm telling you. So she's like, yeah, I want like an all season. Well, they're trying to put what was already on there, and I get it, right? So there's no reason that you can't change this stuff up. It's, if people buy cars, and I'm going to go off on a tangent. I'll come back, I promise, all right? But like she bought the car because it had all the options she wanted, the moonroof, this, that, whatever. She didn't give a damn about the wheel and tire package that came. Oh, it's got 19s. She doesn't even know. Doesn't care. She wanted the other stuff, and that's a byproduct, right? So she didn't know that byproduct would cost her more money down the road if she continued to get original equipment. So we didn't get crazy and modified. I got the exact same size. I just went with an all season. And instead of whatever Toyota put on the car from the factory, they got a lot of off brands out there. Now, I'm not telling you to get some Maypops, right? Like, was it Treadwear or Tread Right, whatever, like the retreads. What? I'm not a big believer in any of that stuff. But I believe what I see, right? And we bought the same tires from Megan's got them on the Camry. Andrew's got them on the Caddy. I put them on that Nissan. That's actually the second set on the Camry because the other ones she had on there, I think she put like 40 or 50,000 miles on them, and they still looked great. Like treadwear was awesome. They were about 4 years old, maybe a little longer than that. And I was rotating the tires, and I saw that in the inside the tread, it was starting to dry rot. Not bad. She could have been, but all right, let's get new tires. So, you know why, guys? They were $400, $300 or $400. That was it, right? Now, Toyota, $1,400 or whatever they want, So I said to my mom, "Hey, I got the same tires on Megan's car. She's ridden it. It does great in the snow, the rain, whatever, So she's like, "Yeah, let's get them." I found them, guys. Right here they are. $401, free shipping to the house. Yeah, you had to pay tax, whatever. They were here in a couple days, and I'm telling you, guys, Andrew's had them on his car for years. It's okay. They're tires, guys. You're not out, And as people get crazy, you need to have what? Really? What are you doing in a Camry? You're driving down the highway. Just stop. Okay? It's not gonna. It drives me crazy, some of these things, guys, because now if you're building a car for the track and you're gonna, got it. You're building an off-road machine, got it, right? You're putting tires in a Camry to drive, to church and to the grocery store and stuff. These dealers should be ashamed of themselves. That's all I'm saying, But guys, no kidding. Saved $1,000 by shopping around. And as much as I hate big corporation stuff, I think Walmart carries them as well. About the same price, shipped to the house, all that. And I take it to the local guy, he throws them on there. You're good to go. I've been doing it for years, and there's really no reason for you guys to just keep forking over money because the guy at the dealership says you should. That's all I'm saying. And if you think that guy, that the service counter is some expert, no, you're wrong. He's reading off a script, okay? Or she. We don't discriminate. I do the same thing with this truck, guys. You see what I'm doing, right? I put a leveling kit on it, wheels and tires and stuff, and we'll get more into that on the episode. But there's a lot of things out there about that stuff. So where you spend your money, how you spend your money, it's all up to you, but be educated about it. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. I think I educated myself pretty well in this. I spent the money where I know I wanted to spend it, which was pretty much wheels and tires. And leveling kit's a leveling kit. If it's more than that, it's not a leveling kit, it's a lift, right? So we'll see how this goes. I said we'll talk about it more on the episode. But you gotta check that out on Friday. All right? Thanks for watching, guys.